sun rises on a new day for Chris Sankey.
I thought I told you I wasn't reading any more of these warm fuzzy scripts, for crying out loud!
Anyway, Chris has got his modified back up and running, and it was time to finally hit the track. But it's just not been his weekend. Bloody perfect run. But by a 15th of a second, he's jumped the mark, given a red light and out of the competition. Steve's second run was also hindered by a technicality. His third qualifying round would have blisteringly given him 5.472 seconds at 263.3 miles an hour. But clipping the centre line means this run didn't count, and we feel for him. Sunday rolls in, and today is the day we hope to see Steve take home the bacon. Wait, Steve Ham? Bacon?
Okay, who's the wise guy that writes this rubbish?
Anyway, round E1 sees Steve pitted against the clock alone as his opponent withdraws due to a technical issue. Clocking at 5.54 seconds at 263.98 miles per hour, Steve gets a good run ahead of his E2 round. Out with the old and in with the new. Clutches are replaced and the car is readied once more as top alcohol E2 is called. This round puts Steve up against John Sting's dragster, and the two face off to beat the clock. Steve's funny car bit in and wouldn't let go, fighting every inch off the start line, and Steve Times has suffered for it. Steve Ham, 5.91 seconds. John Sting, 5.58, and our hearts fell.
Well, on the first run we just missed the track. It was actually better than last night's, and we put the same sort of tune-up in for last night. That didn't, it just shook a little bit, which we underpowered the track. So just then we knew the track was going to go away a little bit, and we backed it down a little bit, but it was nowhere near enough. So anyway, it smoked the tyres, and we tried to pedal it and come back, cut a good light against him, but yeah, it wasn't enough to beat him with his 50, whatever he ran, 8, 6. We should be, Gary just beat John, so now Gary should be leading the championship. John Cannulli will be second, and we should be in third now. So we'll travel to Darwin, and we've got some data. We won there last year, so hopefully we can catch back up there and then take it to the Nationals in Sydney at the end of the year, and it'll be close. It's been a big weekend, so once we finally pack this show up, yeah, it'll be a few beers.
Well, we, as you know, had a gearbox failure on Thursday on our first pass. So we had that fixed by 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. And we had our first round yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. Went very well. The car went well, but the driver had a brain fade and had a 11,000th red light. But the car ran its quickest ever time, went 781 at nearly 173 miles an hour, which is 276 kilometres an hour. But you can see here that it shows the 11,000th red light, so that's just the way it is. Yeah, we're done and dusted, so we'll just start it up today and flush the engine, flush all the alcohol out of the fuel system, out of the carburetors and out of the bores. Alcohol is very corrosive, so you really need to clean it out. So we'll start it up now and run it on petrol with a bit of 2-stroke oil in it. The engine doesn't like it. It'll run like a hairy dog, but it's the best thing for the motors. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see by the way it ran there, it was pushing smoke out like a lawnmower. That's because it had lawnmower fuel in it. So it doesn't normally run like that. So we've warmed it up, which should have burned all the unburnt alcohol from around the rings, which will stop the bores from going rusty. So yeah, put in the trailer now and go home.
The teams pack up and the Willowbank crew clean up the layers of tyre and oil from another action-packed long weekend. It's been a thrill following the action from the East Coast Lubes team camps, and a big thank you to East Coast Lubes, Mobile, Steve Ham, plus crew and Chris Sankey, plus crew for all their time and showing us behind the scenes. If you've never been to the Winter Nationals, don't miss it next year. It's a great family weekend and you never know, we just might see you there.